Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm a teaching fellow, particularly in geophysics.
Hi, I'm Agni. I'm a student in second year studying geophysics.
What are you most enjoying about your course and what are you looking forward to?
The teaching format is something which I really enjoy. We have lectures which are followed by practicals, and I think the practical gives us a really good way to understand the topic we've just learned. For example, in one of our practicals about stereo nets and structural geology, one of our professors explained it to us by cutting up a melon, slicing it up like the earth.
We try and be really creative with the practicals that we do. One that I've enjoyed doing is using Skittles to illustrate radioactive decay, and you get to eat the Skittles at the end, so that's always a plus. So yeah, these practicals help turn something that can be quite abstract into something that's much more physical and easy to understand.
Yeah, another piece of equipment we use a lot is VR headsets, which I really enjoy because it's so interesting to learn about something in 3D after having seen it in a 2D format in maps or on a screen, and it just makes the understanding pop for me.
Yeah, so we use the VR in lots of different modules. We use it for doing things like reconstructing geological maps in 3D, looking at seismic images, and also pretending that you're on the moon to have a look at how cratering works. Students generally do VR sessions 2 to 3 times a year. So a big draw for lots of people are the field trips. In the first year, you get to go to the southwest of England. But this year I'm going to be taking you and all the other geophysics students to Cyprus. So what are you looking forward to about that?
Oh, I'm super excited. I think it's going to be really interesting to see geophysical methods and surveillance in the field itself, and it's going to be super hands-on. I'm particularly excited to do some magnetism surveys and figure out what lies beneath the island. There's lots of field trips that are on offer besides Cyprus for us. I think depending on the degree you're on, you can go to the Spanish Pyrenees, Scotland, Sardinia, and the Italian Apennines. So I think it is definitely a big strength of the course.
Field trips are a really important aspect of teaching in the department, and we try to work really hard to make sure they're accessible for everyone. The department pays for absolutely everything on field trips.
So besides fieldwork, what are the other key strengths of the program?
So I think one strength is our sort of size of undergraduate numbers. And so we're one of the biggest earth sciences departments in the country, and that gives us lots of flexibility in how many modules we run and what options you can take. That mean there's much more choice compared to some other programs. So I think we're also really good at focusing on industry and real world applications in a way that some other universities don't focus on quite so much. What made you choose Imperial?
Well, the fieldwork was the biggest draw, and I love that, having done it now. And I think the next part was being in London and Imperial's standing in earth science and engineering as a whole.